Hey, this is Pretty Kitty. Welcome back to my channel. This is day 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Vlogmas. Woohoo! We made it for 10 days, oh my God. So anyway, if you're new here, I am vlogging every day until December 25th. I am almost halfway there. But anyway, today is gonna be kind of a chill sketch and draw kind of thing. I don't really have like any solid ideas on my mind. Yesterday and the day before, I was working on my Fairy K Fox series, but today it's kind of frustrating coming up with new ideas. So today I'm just gonna sketch and chill, and I'm going to answer a question from one of my watchers on YouTube, as well as one of my best friends. So Ashanti asks, so when you've worked out like a project with a potential client that they want done and how long it'll take you, you give them a price and they're hesitant on that price. They want to negotiate on that price. What do you do then? Do you end it there and tell them, thank you for considering me, but unfortunately I can't accept this commission if you're unwilling to agree to the price I'm charging? I would have to say that this depends on what you're comfortable with and what you want to get out of that situation. For example, I remember charging a client for two pieces of digital paintings for a trading card game, and we negotiated on a price. I ended up going for much lower and for one less piece than I actually would, due to the budget. And as much fun as I had drawing the pictures, Honestly, I felt like I was severely charging myself, and it was not a great feeling. As proud as I am with the pieces, I really wish I stood my ground on what I charged. If I did stand my ground on what I charged, I probably wouldn't have gotten the commission in the first place. However, and that would have, not have made the piece happen, but I wouldn't have felt so, almost taken advantage of, even though I set up that price. And I didn't feel so much animosity towards that client. It wasn't that client's fault. It was my fault for not standing my ground. But what I would say though, is that is a lesson learned. It's definitely a lesson learned for future reference. Like the next time somebody comes up to me, I have to be a lot smarter with what I choose to charge people, simply because I want to give people like my best, and I won't feel like I'll do my best if I'm not compensated as such. There were also times where I negotiated on prices and it was just fine for me, and they ended up becoming repeat customers. So there's also that aspect as well. There are pros and cons to standing your ground, but I 100% say it all depends on what you're willing to go for. So when someone comes up to you and they say, this price is too expensive for me, are you willing to go lower? I would determine, and they give their budget, I would determine the further action from these questions. Number one, do you believe in this project? Do you actually think that something good is going to come of it and you want your name attached to something like that for a lower price? Number two, is it something you're excited about? If it's something that is your passion or a good cause, then maybe that is something that you could, see yourself doing, then I'd say go for it. Number three, what value can you milk out of this piece? For example, could you make a tutorial out of that piece that you're using? Could you use that like the pre-prep, like the sketches and the pre-sketches for like Patreon or for a YouTube video? Could you find something unique about that thing that you can actually utilize, instead of just that final piece? Are you allowed to even share that piece? That's a big one. Let's say you're working on a certain trading card game and you can't release that piece until that trading card is released, or, something along those lines. What if it was top secret and you had signed a contract that had an NDA, which just basically means a non-disclosure, which means that you can't either talk about it, show work from it, different things like that. Always read your contracts, folks. Like, what can you do? Like, what extra value can you take from that piece? Is it worth it? How can you make it worth it? Can you use it to make stickers out of it? Can you sell prints from it? Is the rights going directly to, the person that's buying your work? And none of that is to say that it's not okay or it is okay. It's just knowing exactly what your piece is going to be used for and what you're allowed and what you're being paid for. So if you do go for it, I would definitely suggest you say, hey, I'm willing to accommodate you. However, this is the first, this is like either the first time that I'm willing to go this low for a price. However, I believe in your project and I'm willing to do it just this once. Stand your ground after that, because you don't want them to come back and say and expect that price out of you, especially if it's something that you do believe in. You don't want to be walked over. If you do go for it, like that's totally okay. Just make sure you don't sell yourself short. That's one of the things that I need to work on as well, is to not sell myself short and to not be afraid that, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If you don't go for it, then that's okay as well. Politely, decline the request. Either send them to an artist that that might be interested or that might be able to accommodate them more, and go your merry way. And don't be afraid, because it's not going to be that only opportunity for you. There will be more opportunities. Don't ever think that that's the last opportunity you're ever going to get. So I believe that's all I have for you today. If you guys have any commission questions or suggestions, definitely let me know. I was kind of tired today, so I didn't really want to do anything that required a lot of editing or a lot of anything crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's see. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and definitely take a look at my Vlogmas playlist, because I'm going to be doing my best to upload every single day until December 25th. So I'm literally going daily until December 25th, and I'm not sure if I'm going to end up going daily and then taking a break. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you again so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, because this train is going. This train's gonna keep doing its best to keep chugging. So this is just like a super quick sketch, and I hope you guys like it. Very quick and dirty, but I have ideas for this. Anyway, guys, thank you again, and I will check you guys later. Have a pretty kitty kind of day, and take care.